Good evening, guys. I'm Angellighttarot23, the creator of DiscosDreamTrenchTeam. It once was the Dream Team. However, I started working for a Hilton that is in the convention complex center in our city. There's an arena where people have concerts, and they do like circuses and monster trucks and all kinds of stuff. And then we have our hotel, which has a restaurant, and there's Cedar Rapids tourism there. So it was like a bunch of people coming together in one huge complex. Since I started working for there, I learned that the founder of the building, the complex center itself, he created the Dream Team. I had no knowledge of this or anything before I started working there. And I learned about this in orientation. And I noticed that some people were like trying to compete with me. And I didn't know what they were competing about. But it's because they knew about this. The Dream Team. So they thought I was like trying to like be a fake bitch and create confusion. But no, I just came up with that. I actually used to play video games and stuff, and anytime I would create a guild or like a group or anything, I would say the best team. The Dream Team. The fantastic team. Just because I didn't want to think of anything. If you want to be the best, you have to manifest it. So the best way to manifest the best team would be call it the best team. Shit. That's where I seen it. So anyways, I was like, okay, fuck it. Y'all gonna go hard on me, fucking basically desolate me to put me in my place, then I'll change the name. Now it's DiscosDreamTream. And that solved that. I mean, it should have. But they're still doing that shit. They just don't know what it is my trench team has that their dream team does not. I think. But I'm going to choose my battles wisely. They can go be ignorant and do whatever they want. But if they're crossing certain lines with me, I'll make sure I try to find the person that's going to fix them. Alright, now, let me give you a little backstory on DiscosDreamTeam. Let's do the collective message. Anyways, I mean, the guy that created the building, hold on, before we do this collective message, the guy that created the building, who called his dream team the Dream Team, before I even started working there, and they had said that, I was skeptical of people from the like early 1900s, like 1920s, like 1960s. They were doing research of the occult things, using crystal balls and magic and whatnot, which people still do that shit today. They just do it in the dark. So it's not that far-fetched to me that this guy would know that his spirit would be talking to me, and I would get the signs that he left when I showed up. I probably do talk to this guy on my spirit hugger. Let me go get that shit. I didn't know anything about it. So it's people like that who have these people that were connected to some things they were doing in the past, and they left signs for the people that were watching and stuff, and people that they liked, and they were leaving the messages for. Like, there's people that want to get in the way of that and be like, oh, it was for me. They watch me in the mirror and they just love me. I'm so hot. No, that's not it. That's not fully it. There's something way deeper. And it has to do with the research of the occult things. Talking to these spirits. Trying to get to the future. Or maybe they're trying to tell us secrets that they kept in the past. These motherfuckers could have been part of secret societies. And they couldn't speak to people of their time. So I don't understand why they would just brush that under a fucking rug so quickly. When I have answers for that shit. I am a professional at what I do here. So that's an insult to me. But I see they're being insulting on purpose, possibly. Just trying to get a reaction. It is what it is. Alright, let's do this collective message, which will be about what's going on with all humanity right now. That could be a big part of what's going on. So I'm starting off with saying it. Hello.
I'm the ghost with no plan.
Kelsey Cranford. Hello. My spirit talker was telling me about a Kelsey, and I didn't know any Kelseys. Maybe they were talking about you. And we got Namrata. Namrata? Is that how you say that? My face is really hot right now. Hey, I look good hot, but oh, I'm like hot. Like my face is really flush. We got the Hanged Man. All right, we're just getting started with this. I'll answer your question real quick.
Isaac.
Well, you ask your question. Oh, That's a lengthy question. I mean, the answer would be lengthy. Alright. I'll just give you a couple clarity cards. What can Namrata expect in their near future when it comes to love? Somebody's going to start feeling lovable. But somebody may be worried about somebody manipulating for money. And this person, or you, or the relationship, will have divine power surrounding it. So it must be a pretty important relationship. One more. Oh, you got love and passion. You make them want to sing. Or it could be vice versa. Maybe both parties feel like singing. That's nice. I don't always get these types of cards when I ask questions like that.
Nora.
Well, I hope that helps you. Alright, now let's do the collective message. The collective message is kind of like sentimental news. Like what's going on in the energy around us that we are all dealing with as one collective.
Move towards the noise.
It's pretty much what the universe is most worried about right now and feels is the most important thing to talk about. Alright, we have the Hanged Man, which means somebody's stuck in limbo. Means they can't make any decisions, they can't move because they can't decide how to move about something. It's like you're just like gonna sit for a minute until you can make a proper decision. We have the Hermit mode. Someone needs to meditate and connect with their highest self when it comes to some conflicts.
Thank you for listening.
We have some devilish energy that we're dealing with. Devilish energy is control. The devil is within us all. God is within us all too. And we turn to whoever we need help from. God is light. God is love. God is care. God is like your father. Dark. Sometimes, if you're having trouble fighting somebody who is dark or stuck too much in their dark energy, when it comes to you, you could turn to some beings of the underworld who deal with lessons to do with people's darkness.
Agree.
Right. So, if they're not listening to God, then God calls his buddy the devil, and he says, I told them to not do this and that, and they fucking did it anyways. Can you kick their ass for me? And God, the devil's like God's best friend, and he says, Hell yeah, buddy. I'm gonna kick their fucking ass. And then, exactly, hell yeah. And then God's like, thank you so much. I have so much on my plate to do besides kick somebody's butt. And then, yeah, that's how things stay in divine flow, in divine balance. Literally, scientifically, everywhere there's a negative, there's a positive. So, it's just the opposite. There's an opposite to every being of heaven that is in hell. So, like, Archangel Michael, he has a dark side twin. Archangel Lucifer has a dark side twin. Archangel, all the way down the line. It's a mirrored image.
I came from a dark place.
That's good to hear, Namrata. Alright, so we're dealing with this devilish energy. We have Page of Pentacles. That's a good point being delivered about the future. Justice.
Let us rest.
Oh. I think that's referring back to like what I was talking about at the beginning of this when I said those people that are from the past, like the 1940s, 50s, they were part of secret societies doing magic and stuff, and they couldn't speak to people in their time. So that's a good point. To why they would be leaving these signs for us now. It's solid. We have somebody taking creative action. A Queen of Wands. And a King of Swords. You have self-celebration. You feel like you win in a situation. Manifesting the best outcome for all. Possibly. If you are manifesting the best outcome for all, then that would be it. But this is a self-celebration. So this might not be
love to sing.
Best for all. It's self-celebration. Unless somebody has the best intentions for everyone and they can then self-celebrate, then that works out. But somebody's greedy. We have Just Dance. A movement. We dance with each other all the time. When I'm at work and there's a room full of a lot of people, like tonight, the party I had worked, we served hors d'oeuvres. So we had to walk around with trays and ask people if they would like to try it. And it was too, I think there was at least 100 people in this room. I can't remember how many people were in there. But walking around all those people with my tray. I'm constantly doing like turns and like moving past people, saying excuse me, switching hands. It's like a dance. So that's what this is. There's something to do with the way somebody dances with others through life.
He died.
We have unexpected fees when it comes to this dancing. Maybe somebody's dancing like an asshole on the dance floor. Some people dance gracefully. Other people step on your feet, they elbow you, trip and fall into you and knock you off your groove. It's kind of rude. It's clumsy. We have besties. You may be meeting a soulmate or spending time with one. Oops, I was scared. Imagining someone undressed. Maybe at first somebody was intimidated or maybe scared of somebody, but now they're like, you know what? We have growing outwardly. You are healed inside. Hug. Job loss,
Poor.
fired or quit. Somebody said somebody's poor. That's their main excuse. Okay, so I noticed earlier that in somebody else's live stream that I was watching, they were talking about broke people too. And then I made the point to them. They were actually talking about who was it? They were talking about Lil Kim and what happened to her career. And they were talking about how she went broke. And I was like, you know what? When you sign contracts in positions like that, like you have to follow your contracts, or they can like take your stuff and like freeze your assets. Like, they don't know. Maybe that actually means they broke contracts.
No, I didn't.
So they don't fucking know. Maybe she didn't. They think I broke a contract. I ain't never been contracted with nobody ever. So I don't know why they're saying no, I didn't. But yeah, broke. I've always been broke. So why is that like fucking news? Yeah, everybody. There's like certain ones of us out here who are like trying to like start businesses and stuff for ourselves, like make a name for ourselves, and they take jabs at how we're broke. Like what? People who start out with broke ass parents can't fucking do some shit for themselves? Get the fuck out of here! Since when? That's not it. Motherfuckers be breaking their contracts and going broke, and that's what they're talking about. They can't really complain or whine about it after they lose out on other opportunities and stuff that they were having under these contracts. But they do get pulled in when they're young. They're just seeing dollar signs. They don't care what the fine print says. They sign that shit. And then later on down the road in life, they start to change. They start to think about what it would be like to have normal friends, a family, be able to talk to whatever people you want. That stuff they give up. They don't even understand the importance of it. Especially when they're like in high school or just getting out of high school when they have them sign these contracts. A lot of kids that age have self-esteem issues. They have self-worth issues in general. They haven't even experienced life enough to understand the value of themselves. So they come around with these contracts and whatnot and this money, and they place value upon them before they can even think about the value they would naturally have. And that's what they start to think about when they're like 27, 28. So yeah, talking about somebody getting fired and how you are so good at being cool just seems insignificant to some people who are all about progression. Here I am. I'm not just saying this is about me. They say this about people who are like me. Here I am. I've made my own cards. I got a bunch of tarot decks. I've invested in getting tarot decks and learning a bunch about spirituality and metaphysical science. I went off on a whim and did that shit myself. And they aren't going to give me any type of respect for taking it upon myself to do stuff like that. They're going to take shots at me because my parents were broke or pieces of shit. Even if I raised myself, look at where I am. This is success to me. It's motherfucking appalling. It's insulting that they would try to staple that shit to me or somebody like me. I don't like it when people enable them when they're doing that. It's sad. It's like I can't even explain the feelings that gives me.
Ritual.
We have a creative message. Has somebody taken action like that counts? And is taking the time to think thoroughly, sorting things out, and making precise, like taking precise action. Dear Captain, there will be a significant change in the weather or, like the feel for things. I'm not actually saying the weather outside, like the weather of the situation. If somebody is in their strength at this time, 6 of Wands, somebody else is being resistant to change, or somebody is being resistant to change and is very strong and determined to continue to be resistant to change. Could be both ends of that, like a versus. Like somebody who's very strong about why it's important to not be resistant to change when it comes to certain things. And they are talking to somebody or dealing with somebody who is strongly not wanting to make proper changes. It's like, who's going to win this? Usually, the bigger guy always walks away. Bigger people, they always lose out. So this is where a lot of us become frustrated. Like, bigger guys can't just be losing out all the time.
Sandra.
That's a girl that worked at the bar. There's a little pop-up bar.
Sleep won't save you.
Sleep won't save you. Oh my god. I can't believe you just said that.
I make noises.
Dude, this girl. I'm not supposed to talk about my coworkers. Stop it, Spirit. She looks literally just like me. But I think she has contacts. Because her eyes look weird. I was like trying to look at her eyes closely. Because I noticed they look kind of like mine. But there's like something off about it.
I'm an angel.
I wonder if she has contacts. Maybe she has brown eyes. She can be an angel, but she ain't this. Dude, I'm so fucking sick to death. I'm feeling this high is coming back. I'm sick to death of doing all this. Sandra, this fucking Sandra bitch did not fucking tell me to fucking go buy fucking tarot cards and fucking make my own fucking tarot cards and fucking make these videos. Make time in my day to do these videos for you guys. This bitch didn't tell me to do any of that shit. So how the fuck is she gonna be a run-up looking like me, like a fucking copycat, and get anything? She don't deserve one bit of my motherfucking recognition. And the same thing goes for you guys. If you guys are out there trying to build up your fucking careers with the shit that life had given you when you were born, you're just building off of that. If you're building off what you were given, and then some fucking bitch runs up and tries to take your shit, what are you gonna do? Tell that hoe she's dead if she fucking steps anywhere near your fucking recognition, right? That's what I don't understand. I'll get that bitch killed for me and your careers. With a good haunting. All I have to do is call up God, like, God, why is this fucking clone of me thinking she deserves my fucking recognition. Haven't I been working for you? Haven't I done a shit ton of work for you myself? Guys gonna be like, I don't know what that fucking Sandra bitch thinks. She probably did way too many drugs. And I'm gonna be like, okay, that's what I thought.
Serendipity.
All right, bye. Sorry, I got loud there for a minute, guys, but it's the biggest problem I am facing. I have no idea where they fucking come from. They annoy me. I want to go walk around with like a lighter and some hairspray, like. We have 8 of Cups. Illusionists. They're delusional.
Night.
I don't want to talk about people that are my coworkers, but literally, I started working there first, and this bitch is a fucking run-up trying to catch some shit off me. Working next to me. I'll be like walking past the security camera, and she'll run up like,
am I dead?
Looking for some fucking clout. Like a fucking real groupie. And I told them. I said, they are acting like groupies. Why aren't you guys protecting me from that? And they're like, oh, they're not groupies. What are you talking about? Don't be a bully.
See my shadow.
I almost cannot work anywhere. I work at a fucking Hilton hotel. One of the best places to work. Hilton is one of the best companies to work for all over the world. And I can't fucking avoid groupies there. And this is why I had to go straight to Hilton. I messaged her directly. Like, I didn't message her. I just went straight to one of her posts. I went in the comments and told her what I thought. What I've been seeing. Turns out she sees that shit too. And they're about to be done. So have faith, guys. If they're doing that shit to you, people are going to believe you if you express it these days. A couple years ago, you couldn't fucking say that shit and have anybody believe you. So I thank Hilton for that. Good job, Harris. She's making progress for the people. Every time I see a celebrity or something who's making progress for the people, I make sure I point that shit the fuck out. I don't want them to get lost in the fucking bad businessman. She's a good business person. And that's what that's what fucking counts to me. That's what fucking counts to us all. Right? I'd say that whole running up on me while I'm trying to fucking get my money and build myself up. Her coming around and trying to tear me down. That's an attack. I see that as an attack. And it sure is. It's harassment. The cops are seeing it. The feds are seeing it. Everybody's starting to see it. Thank God. Literally, thank God. He's like right over there. God hangs out with me all the time. He literally has told me that he'd be hiding here from other people. But then, like, he said that on one of my lives. I'm hiding here. And then, like, they tried to, like, ruin my relationship with God even. They tried to make me hate God. They tried to make me believe that God, like, wants to torture me. They are sick in their fucking heads. Because I do this. They're so, like,
She wants to talk.
Over here, then over here, then over there. As soon as you fucking bash their one fucking whatever, like, they start getting a ball rolling with their complaints and their little case they build up. And then that shit gets thrown out. So they gotta start another one. And then they start another one. And it's like, do you guys ever do anything else besides fucking build up complaint cases? That's what some people do with their time in their day. They annoy me. They're the worst. Like, there's mistakes. A million motherfucking mistakes somebody can make throughout their day. And these motherfuckers are gonna lurk and hover behind them. Like, don't fuck up. You know I'm right here watching. I'm gonna go tell on you. It's like, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Smoke.
Yeah, I smoke. They think they are the smoke. They think they're the smoke hovering over you like, don't fuck up. I'm with that holy smoke. And that ain't holy at all.
Use something else.
Mm-hmm. See? Oh, threw that one out. They're going to start another one back over there. What are they hoping to gain? I don't know. We got closing out of cycles when it comes to these conflicts. Yeah. Like I just said, we closed that one out.
We want to
Threw that shit out. It was a bogus case. Threw this one out. Bogus case. It's like confirmation all over the place. This is the major problem. They are juggling multiple priorities, taking extra time, doing extra precautions and everything just to catch you maybe doing something embarrassing or criminal or just anything at all. They're like, if that motherfucker farts in the hallway, I want to know about it. Why do you want to know that? This messed up. So yeah, anybody you notice is taking extra precautions, paying people, freaking having people walk past you when you're in the hall just to make sure you don't fart out there in case, like they call them to check to smell the air. You're like in the hall, you just close your locker, you start walking, and somebody's walking by like, you're like, fart checker.
We're friends.
And if you did let one go in the hallway, and the person comes by, like, you're like, did they really just check for my fart? Like, you know, they didn't even walk into the fart where you left it enough to be smelling it yet, but they were smelling for it. That's a red flag. All right, so there's some backstabbers and betrayers out there. We got the Queen of Pentacles, trying to bring things back into balance. We have the Star, Judgment Call, ooh, Ace of Swords. We got a High Priestess. So some divine truth coming from this High Priestess.
I want you out.
Who wants me out? Who wants me out? We have the Hangman. The reason we're always stuck in limbo is because somebody's waiting for somebody to be out. So imagine yourself working for a place and there's chances to move up, like upper positions. And you know a couple of people are about to retire, them positions are going to open up and you could go for them. There's other people that want to go for them positions too. They're calculating how to get that position just as much as you are, maybe even more. So you start to experience discomfort at work. You start to realize some of your coworkers are being extra testy with you. And just trying to get you thrown under the bus.
I can tell you more.
That's because you're a threat. It's natural. It's part of life. However, there's laws, rules, and regulations that says you can't harass people. And that's crossing the line a little bit. It's just hard to actually catch somebody for harassment. Like, you have to, like, do your own fucking investigating, basically, and take pictures and write down everything that happens to try to get a case built up against that shit. So I don't even understand where are these people that are building up their bogus ass cases that keep getting thrown out. If we can't catch them for harassment, what makes them think that their bogus ass little cases are going to be any better? They're just delusional. We're just going to keep going round and round in circles until we tell the delusional people to shut the fuck up. Or they're fired instead.
You want to talk?
I love talking. Guess who doesn't like talking? Somebody who doesn't know what to say. Where they're asking for a fucking lot. And that's a lot of people. Those run-up people I was talking about. Like, I have a whole mission. I post content online. I can refer people to my shit like a fucking business. I am Angellighttarot23 from YouTube, the creator of DiscosDreamTrechTeam. Our mission is to bring people together in unity and help guide them to the future. They don't have any of that. When they approach somebody, they're like, "Hi, I'm Tatiana Nirvana. My dad was from Puerto Rico, and he sold lots of drugs. We're powerful." And then people are like, "Yeah, oh, she got drunk in it. Woohoo!" And then everything gets thrown out when it comes to what the mission is and everything else, because everybody's really just hanging on, listening to this, taking a look at that, waiting for the drugs to come out. Seems like. And then those of us who have real missions and dreams and whatnot, we're left in the dust, still working on our dreams and stuff. While they've insulted us. While they've hurt our chances of getting respected and whatnot, because they do too much. They do way too much to people instead of just walk the fuck away. If you're around just waiting for the drugs to pop out, shut the fuck up. You can assess a situation yourself and notice there's going to be no drugs popping out here and move the fuck on. Some of them have done way too many, I guess, to know that the drugs aren't going to pop out at every place.
Thompson.
Watch out. There's some people out there, like when you have a good head on your shoulders, you can't fathom how these people can do this, say that, end up in this situation in a lion's den, waiting for the drugs to pop out. It's like showing up to a cop's party and then saying, "Where's the cocaine?" They're like, "Dude," the people he rolls up with, "Dude, this is a cop's birthday party. I told you that, my cousin. He's a cop, bro. There's no coke here." So yeah, these people who are always just waiting for the drugs to pop out, if you're not waiting for the drugs to pop out, they just want you out of the way so they can get you their drugs. Like you were in the way of them.
You'll never escape me.
I don't even know how the fuck I end up in the way of their drugs. I don't want them. I don't have any. I don't have them. I'm not like not sharing them with them. I don't know what they think. He was waiting for the drugs to pop out. He came to the wrong place. They still come back around. I don't know what's wrong with them. I really don't.
Are you staying here?
Dude, their brains are fucking shot.
We like your equipment.
I'm gonna finish this up. We covered quite a bit there. I went off on I'm using my abilities more than the cards tonight, it seems. I think we got some strong ghosts here. The spirits are angry. If I'm getting angry during a reading and my emotions are elevating, like, that could be the vibe of the universe that the spirits are bringing. Like, your ancestors could be rolling over in their graves over some shit you don't even know about. They just seen it happen behind your back. I got angry there for a little bit. I raised my voice a little bit, but I'm just fine. We got past that point. It was what we expressed during that time that's real angering. Above all else that was annoying. It's the fact people aren't, like, assessing things appropriately. It's that telling people they're fucking incapable of fulfilling their dreams. Don't fucking tell anybody they can't fucking fulfill their goddamn dreams. If somebody has a dream and they have determination to go for it, why the fuck would you kill them? Like, their passion, their fucking determination. That is evil. The worst. The worst type of people. We're all supposed to be helping each other grow, heal, and evolve. And if somebody is putting in the effort to make their life better, why would you try to destroy them for doing that?
Hellfire.
Yeah. They started a hellfire. We're going to leave that here. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helps. Thank you guys for watching. You guys that are watching and paying attention and trying to make your lives better, that ripples out. My ripples rippled into your waters, and you are rippling out into the waters of those around you. makes me feel better. No matter what we're dealing with. I love you guys for that. I'll tell you guys that enough.
The
I
wall.
appreciate you guys. I was on a part of my journey when nobody wanted to help me. Nobody was watching me. I'd just be talking to myself. Just to try to survive. They tried to kill me. I wouldn't allow to kill me. They made me stronger. You I'm gonna use that strength to stop them from hurting anybody else. The best I can. And that's why
Settlement.
I do this. That's why I call people up and I yell at them. Because I care. Tough love is necessary. But when it is necessary. Have a good night, guys.
Benjamin.